I would argue this from the Indian perspective too. They don't even want to come here, and they don't realize it because if you're an Indian guy in your, let's say you're a young Indian guy, you're in your 30s, you're gonna bring your family here. Your daughters are gonna get fucking hoified. You don't want your daughters to become engulfed in feminism, so they don't even realize it, but they don't even want to come here. It's not good for anybody. And okay, yeah, if the culture's fixed, then that's one thing. But I don't think the culture is going to be fixed that easily. This is generations of psyops, generations that have been brainwashed into us, and you're telling me, oh, well, look, I could just come here to this country and it'll be okay, guys. Look, it will be okay, my friend. My daughter, she will not become a hoe. She will be a boss babe and she will have many children. No, she won't. She's going to become just like a white woman. All the passport bros will overlook her. You want the white men to come to your country to save your daughter and provide money, but you don't want your daughter to become westernized. So that's my argument for the Indians on what they don't even realize it, but they don't even want to come here themselves. They think they do. They think, well, America is just a really nice country. No, not really. Dude, we're pretty black-pilled over here. We're pretty cooked. Our culture is just fucking dying. And you're going to die with us. But we'll save it. We'll fix it. Well, I'm going to stop black-pilling. There is light at the end of the tunnel. I promise you there's light at the end of the tunnel. We will make it out of this. I hope. We will survive. We will prevail. We always have. European civilizations always prevail. What you think we're going to go out in the weakest way possible because of subversion? Really? Fuck you. We're not going to go out like that. Our country's going to be forever. We'll have a 1,000-year country. Also, by the way, I am drinking black coffee. Just so you know, I don't drink white girl coffee like your Groiper King does. See, things over here, they work a little differently. Yeah, my name's Gunther McManlyson, and I drink black coffee. I got my rifles. I shoot guns. I slap my women. That's how things roll around here. And fuck you if you're not about it. Fuck you. The door's right over there. You can go. Oh, you can't go back to Nick Fuentes' stream because he's not live right now. You guys are stuck with me. Oh, too bad. Too bad. That sucks. Oh, well. That sucks. Okay, I'll stop rambling. We'll move on to, what else did I want to move on to? Oh, yeah, we'll talk about the Nick Fuentes Twitter space. So basically, what he was talking about was, it was basically a debate about production and the Trump tariffs. So basically, his point was, oh, okay, well, we want Trump tariffs because then we can incentivize our economy to start producing more stuff. And there's going to be a short-term negative, which is that prices will increase, but foreign things will increase. We don't want to buy stuff from other countries. We want to buy stuff made here. We want to buy stuff made in America by Americans with American materials. No more of this international global trade. In fact, the tariffs are probably the most base thing about the incoming Trump administration that I've so far seen. And so then you had Dean Withers coming back, and he was being a little faggot. He was saying like, oh, well, the prices are going to go up so much that it's not worth it. And oh my gosh, and the economy is not going to work. Well, Dean Withers, suck my dick. You may think you're just this cool little whatever fucking political. You take all this money from the Democratic Party. Well, guess what, buckaroo? I'm the new party. The party's now mine. The Democratic Party will no longer exist after I get in charge. So it's probably going to be, give me a decade before we start seeing stuff like that happen. But no, but seriously, if Trump gets in and then he does his little exposing of 2020 election and he starts investigating in that, and he would. Trust me, he would, because the whole thing, he has a big-ass ego. He has the biggest ego out of anyone. And so he's definitely going to investigate in the 2020 election. And when he does, and when he finds all the fraud and proves it, there won't be a Democratic Party anymore. at least on a national level, because it will already have been proven. It will already be in the open that this party is corrupt. They can't be trusted. They lie. And we don't want a far left party anyway. We can keep the Republican Party as a centrist party. It's already clear that the Republican Party is the boring boomer centrist party for all the old people. They can go vote for them, but we need some new parties. You know, Germany has 6 different parties. Why can't we have more than 2? Like, we got to come up with the Groyper Party. We got to get the Libertarian Party. We got to get the Nationalist Party. And then we can have the Republican Party, and that can be the far left party. Because that's how it was in the 90s. In the 90s, the Democratic Party was basically what the Republican Party is today. They were the common sense, center leftist, pro-immigrant, pro-worker party, which is exactly what the Republican Party is today. And then we can have the Libertarian Party for places like Nevada, where it's extremely free, the government's hands off. They're going to be the party of hands off. And we already have a Libertarian Party, but I want to bring it to the national level. I want the Libertarian candidate to contend in an election. We haven't had an election where there was a third party candidate in over 100 years. We need to bring that back. We need to have some more choices again. So, yeah, we'll watch this clip from the Twitter space real quick, just for fun, just for funsies. So, yeah. Okay.
Hold on one second. Learning from you.
Well, oh yeah. Wait, that one's a little too late. Hold on, we're gonna watch this one. So this is the Okay, so here's the context. This is the Indian guy that crashes out on Nick because he's been all mean to the Indians. He's been a little racist. He's been a little mean. So we'll see what this Indian guy's got to say.
Nick, there's going to come a time when you expose your disinformation. Nick, there's going to come a time when you will have to apologize to the Indian community for your hatred. There will come a time, and you will laugh.
Yes, laugh. Laugh at
that. What hatred? What hatred?
Your hatred, where you say 500 million Indians will come to this country. H-1B program takes 85,000 max. In FY 2022,
hyperbole.
That's per year.
Per year. FY 2022, this program had 73% Indians. FY 2023 had 50% Indians. For the last 10 years of the H-1B program, yes, the Indians had a bit of a majority, but not for the entirety of this program. The idea that 500 million Indians are going to come to this country is fake news. You spread hate. You spread disinformation. You're not a good faith actor.
Oh, brother.
And don't call me a brother. You're not my freaking brother. I'm going to call you out. I'm going to call you out, and I'm going to expose your disinformation.
Dude,
Nick is so funny. I'm glad you cry when you are, oh, my check mark.
That wasn't him. That wasn't.
He never had a check mark.
Him.
I never had a check mark.
See?
Honestly, brother. Honestly, man, I eat your tears. It's delicious.
I do.
I don't know. You're the one who sounds emotional.
Utsav, please don't.
I think we can be objective about stuff.
Yeah, please don't do it. Please don't do
Who's this guy?
Andrew?
Yeah. How's it going? Well, I just saw that it was quite lopsided up here, where it was a 4-on-1 against Fuentes, and I thought maybe I could come in and even the odds a bit.
Yeah, thank you. Well, yeah, I like you,
Andrew.
Andrew, you're a good guy. But I want to respond to this. So let me just say this, okay? Obviously, when I say 500 million Indians are coming in, that's what we here in America would call a hyperbole. It's an exaggeration. You might not be familiar. I don't know your culture very well, but it's an exaggeration. Obviously, it's not 500 million.
It's called a lie.
Oh, thank you for telling me. Here's the point.
No, he's just exaggerating, guy. Like, don't take it too seriously. Like, he does this, and I think a lot of people do. So like, don't take it literally.
Yeah.
Also,
it's called hyperbole.
He is holding his own pretty fucking well.
Hatred. It's called hatred.
Utsav, please don't take it too seriously.
I mean, to defend,
it's kind of getting cringy.
You don't have to.
I mean, to defend him here, right? I think that two things can be true at once. I think it could be true that it's hyperbole, while also denoting the fact that it's hyperbole that's being used to like literally generate like hate. Like I mean, like you have to make that realization, right? Like the reason why Nick gets on stream and talks about millions and millions and millions of Indians coming into our country through H-1B visas to work here is to literally like scare, prejudice white supremacists into thinking that the white race is dying and white people are going to become
by the way,
minority.
did you see?
Yeah, this is why he pushes like replacement theory and shit. He wants to
This
scare
is
his
just
viewers
hysterical.
just
By
shut
the way,
up. He pushes replacement theory to make his
Let's be
viewers.
By the
respectful.
way,
by the way,
I mean, you can't.
okay,
No. You can't. Wait. I'm sorry. Nick.
Holy shit.
hold on. Okay,
Jesus
just
Christ.
to
That just
clarify,
got way out of control. This is fucking Chernobyl down here. Holy
yeah.
shit.
Just to clarify, a few days
They're talking so much shit. By the way, what's up, Samuel? I know you're watching. What's good? I hope Christian's there too. Shout out to little Christian.
ago, we literally made fun of those people.
Exactly.
Right? We
Well, I'm just
Yeah, let's not
I
do
don't
that.
I don't know if you guys saw that, but we literally
make fun of who?
we made fun of a bunch of white supremacists on space.
Okay,
Yeah,
good. Yeah,
literally.
you should make fun of people like Nick
3
Fuentes.
days doing
I will say, okay,
You-
here's the thing. I will say, statistically speaking, for various many countries, in Europe specifically, the birth rates are so fucking low that the people who are migrating into that country will inevitably replace them because they are simply going to outbreed the people that are there. Now,
Correct.
the replacement theory, by the way, there's a distinction. Replacement theory is this
Correct.
thing that people say this is somehow a planned thing, right? This is somehow a thing that has been put into place by the elites or some fucking bullshit. I don't believe in that. However, I will say that
because
ignoring
the
objective
amount of
statistics
children
is
yeah, but
Well,
also
you're
the
right.
amount of
There's
children
a
they have
distinction.
also decreases.
There's a distinction.
Demographics
Nick,
is destiny, guys. Demographics
there's a
is destiny. I'm
distinction.
not referring to the streamer.
Nick pushes replacement theory as what Dean was talking about to scare his
I know
viewers.
It's replacement. I know it's replacement theory, but I just wanted to clarify, like additional context. Maybe.
Hey,
Yeah,
I'm
no.
here. You know, I can speak for myself.
Yeah.
If I
Let the man speak.
The less is better. Well, less is better from you, actually.
Let me respond.
Yeah, let him
to
respond, guys. Let him respond.
Let me respond to this allegation.
All right.
You know, here's
Jesus
the problem:
Christ.
is all of this language is just it's not rational. Okay, you're not using actually. You know, when I say what's hateful, you used an example of where I said a hyperbolic statement. I said, well, it's 500 million when in reality it's 85,000 per year, and they were 50%. Okay, but you know, it's actually not a hateful, racist, white supremacist.
Hold on.
Can
this
I,
is
can
so
I
disingenuous.
Please get my point out?
No,
can I please
this is
just
so
finish my
disingenuous.
Hold on.
This is
Adrian?
wait. This is so
calm down,
disingenuous.
Hold on.
This is such a shit show. Oh my god.
All right, everybody, shut up.
Fuck. I can't speak. Let Nick
fucking funny as shit.
Let Nick make his fucking point.
Yes, please, and uninterrupted if possible. I mean, fucking uninterrupted. 100%. That's a demand.
All right, Nick,
go
you
ahead.
can go ahead.
Thank you. And I'll try to keep it brief, but here's the point. It's actually and this is all I'm going to say. You can feel however you want about me or things I've said. It is actually a valid concern what the composition of the country will be, racially, ethnically, in terms of religion. When you talk about the stability and the health and the identity and the character of a nation, it is relevant what the composition of the country is. And there have been studies done on this that show that the more ethnic diversity there is in a country, the more conflict there is. And that's a very basic premise, which is that people living together with lots of exposure, with a lot of differences about deeply held things. I mean, look at, for example, Israel and Palestine. Look at a country like Syria or Iraq or India and Pakistan or Pakistan and Afghanistan or the Chechen War. I mean, Kosovo, like everywhere where you have, and it goes without saying, where there is sectarian, religious, ethnic conflict is because you have sectarian, religious, ethnic diversity. And America has undergone a radical transformation. The composition of the country is different. It used to be one way. Now it's a different way. There used to be one kind of people living here. Now there's a different kind of people living here. The outcomes are going to be different. And I actually don't think it's necessarily hateful to be concerned about that, to talk about it honestly as adults, to be critical about that. And so, and it's important to distinguish between, when we're being funny or when we're being hyperbolic, when we're making a point, and then saying, well, is it actually worthwhile to consider that America was a European country from, the time they settled at Plymouth Rock before there even was a United States until the Hart-Celler Immigration Act or the 1990 Immigration Act. And now it's going to become a majority minority country. And what kind of political cleavages will result? Ethnic politics, the question of assimilation, American identity. Even liberals are preoccupied with this question. There's a book by Sam Huntington called Who Are We? And it says that, when you look at American identity, it started out with a racial, ethnic, religious, cultural, and civic identity. Over the course of 300 years, it no longer has an ethnic identity because you have Southern and Eastern Europeans. It no longer has a religious identity because you have Catholics, Protestants, Jews, and other groups. It no longer has a cultural identity because people are speaking different languages and practicing different religions. So it's like, is the only thing that makes us American now that we have a constitution and like get traffic tickets or something like that? Can a country hang together if that's all that's left? That's a valid question that's actually not necessarily motivated in racial hatred or prejudice. I actually don't hate people. I'm a Catholic. I know real white supremacists, Nazis, whatever, in the so-called radical right. They don't like me. They don't like Christianity. They don't like that I'm a Catholic. They don't like those things.
right.
Anyway, I'm rambling, but
No,
that's
Nick,
what I have to say.
Nick.
Okay, so he brought up a lot of good points there. Like, it is very true. What do we have to like unite us in this country? We have traffic tickets. We have shitty school systems. We have shitty jobs. We have shitty food. None of us worship the same religion anymore. None of us look the same. We're all, like, it's just natural. When you put a bunch of different people together, there is going to be fighting. I mean, we're not really that special. Human beings are not really that different. We're not, okay, we can be nice, we can be all cool, but really, that's not going to happen. We're going to have people that are going to fucking fight. We're not that different from molecules. If you put too many different kinds of smaller celled organisms next to each other, there's going to be fighting. Hell, if you mix water with oil, they fight up against each other. We're nature. We're a part of nature. We're a part of the ecosystem. So, of course, there is going to be problems with having a bunch of different people. If you let in a bunch of Indians who have a totally different religion than us, and if you let in a whole bunch of Hispanics, whatever, they all have different cultural things. And of course, they're going to have us fighting. Of course, there's going to be race wars. Of course. Why wouldn't there be? So anyway, we'll move on to the next clip. This next clip is very funny. So we'll watch this. He presses the wokesters. He presses the woke crew. The woke fags over here. They get really mad.
Well,
Yeah,
Nick, I
also
want
add
you
on
to
to
know.
that, like,
No, hold on one second, Harry. 1 second, Nick, I want you to know that I'm an oppressed white guy as well. All right, and I'm here to save the white race with you. Okay.
Jordan here is black, by the way.
My nigga.
Jordan here.
I mean, look right there, right? Like nobody.
Oh
Here's a
my
diff.
God,
Here's a
what the
difference
fuck?
between like.
Oh my God! Look right there. Oh my God! Look, he said nigga. Oh my God.
That's
Yeah, it's
that's so
gross, right?
fucking
It's just
disgusting.
it's just fucking gross. Like he laughs. It's
Brock.
just
Come
no. It's just
on.
no. It's just fucking gross.
Oh,
It's a word.
brother.
Here's the
It's
difference
just
between
fucking gross.
just shut the fuck up,
Come
Nick.
on,
Y'all
The
like
keep
less from
Jordan's
you
been
is
on a
muting
better.
really good
me.
troll here.
The
Are we
less
just gonna
from
blaze
you,
through
the
him? Come
better. The
on.
less from you is better.
Oh my
Listen, the
gosh.
difference.
That's not good.
Wait, you guys, you can't be like, come on, when he says the N word, and I tell him to shut the fuck up,
Yeah,
right?
no,
Like
like
Not
I'm
about
absolutely in the
that.
right
Not
here.
about that.
learning from.
He crashed out so hard. And the ironic thing is that the Jordan Daly or whatever, he doesn't even care. He actually thought it was funny. And he's black, I guess, so yeah. But pretty crazy. So yeah, we basically, what you can sum up from that, we need to start ramping up production in this country, and we need to slow down immigration. Not to a halt. We don't have to have immigration down to a halt, but we only need to let in skilled immigrants. So, and like real skill. So what they're talking about with the H-1B visas, that's just being abused. They're letting in all these 7-Eleven workers. Dude, anyone can work at a gas station. We don't need to import people from different areas to work at gas stations. We need to import people who can work in the tech industry and who can teach our citizens to also work in the tech industry and at a very low amount. We don't need to have millions of people come in just after we had 20 million illegals come into this country. And we don't know who any of them are. They're criminals. Well, many of them are criminals. Yes, some of them are nice people, but they still came here illegally, and we still want to maintain our country. We have a country called America. We speak English. We're Christians. Even if some of us are not Christian, we still have Christian values. We're still spiritually Christian. We still have a judicial system based on Christianity. Our entire way of life is based on that religion, really. And I guess it goes back to Judaism as well. And I'm not saying that's a good thing. I know to the people in the far right, I'm not saying that it's a good thing that our whole system is based on Judaism, which is a devil-worshipping cultist religion, but it's the reality. So, yeah, that's what I have to say about that. And let's see what else I got to talk about. Oh yeah, Kaiser Rev, certified W right here account. He's been reinstated. We got Kaiser Rev back, and then also we have Myers Gaines. His check mark has been reinstated. Oh my God, I don't know how to spell his name. That's embarrassing. Okay. Myron Gaines. There we go. His check mark is back. So maybe is Twitter back? I don't know. People are getting unbanned, you know. What did he have to say? What did he have to say about the truth about black women? What did he?
In terms of attractiveness.
All the way at the bottom. Now, are all black girls ugly? Of course not. There's some hot ones, but it's a minority. And let's be honest here.
There are some baddies. I'm not gonna lie.
Minority. And let's be honest here. The average black woman's 187 pounds, loud, obnoxious, rude, fake hair. They've done studies on like a customer service, and black women rank the lowest for getting a customer service representative that's black, and then also waiting on a table of black women. Yep. So servers say they hate serving black women the most, and then people that call customer service say they hate dealing with black women the most. So it's like, bro, what the is going on here, man? And then on top of that, black women don't have a general respect for masculinity because a lot of them grow up in fatherless households. They grow up being told, your daddy ain't your ain't then you listen to the music ain't and it's this like continuous and very pernicious cycle of just constant on men. So by the time she comes to you, she doesn't really have an appreciation or respect for masculinity and most importantly, your authority. So she doesn't feel.
Yeah, it's about the culture. We eat like shit. Our culture tells women to treat their men like shit. So of course, and it's way worse for black people. So that's just the reality. But obviously, he's a little self-hating. I think he's dating a white girl, but he's got some W takes, though. His account, his blue check mark, Myron Gaines' blue check mark is back. Free speech is not fully back, but at least we got Kaiser Rev, who's a certified W. I mean, how many other Groiper accounts are we going to start getting back? Aiden Ross almost gets in a fight with Drake.
They were saying like you trying to press me. Like, what? Why are you trying to big bro me? I like you trying to press me. Like, why are you trying to big bro me? I already accept the fact you're big bro, but at the same time, you know, I gotta stand up for myself.
They said I tried to press you.
They said you try to press me. It's all right. It's big bro.
He ain't gonna do shit. He ain't gonna do nothing. Whatever. All right, so I guess we'll talk about Biden's new Medal of Freedom honorees. So the two big names we got is Hillary Clinton and then George Soros Jr. Not the old fuck, the young fuck. So we got those two. So only 2 weeks are left in Biden's office. Isn't that amazing? We got 2 weeks left in Biden's office. He's going to try and pardon Anthony Fauci. He's going to give these Medal of Honors to these criminals. And let's look at the list. Okay. So here's this article. Some of the names of the list sparked backlash, including Clinton and Soros, with critics online arguing online that the medals were used as rewards for the biggest supporters of the political party in charge. Soros, a billionaire and philanthropist, has been a target of anti-Semitic and far-right conspiracy theories. You're a far-right anti-Semitic. Nah, you are a Jew hater. You hate Jews. Why do you hate Jews so much? I just am a philanthropist. I only do good. Yeah, okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. What do they have to say? Don't you find it fundamentally wrong? Bill Ackman. This guy is one to talk. Okay, this fucker's one to talk. Don't you find it fundamentally wrong that our country's highest honors are used as rewards for the biggest supporters of the political party in charge? Yeah, he did really award himself. No, seriously, he is one to talk, though. Report, Miriam Adelson. Dallas Mavericks awarded. Yeah, the Medal of Freedom has been awarded to these fuckers too. So you're one to talk, Bill Ackman. You're one to talk, David Sachs. We see you and we know you're liars. You're a part of the same team. You're trying to infiltrate MAGA, make it so that it's a center leftist movement. Well, fuck you. That's what I have to say to that. Let's see if I can find the list of all the Medal of Honor. Okay. Grant the award to champions of LGBT rights and HIV advocacy. So Bono, Tim Gill, Magic Johnson, Michael J. Fox, Lionel Messi. Other rewards. Oh, RFK? Really? Denzel Washington, Ashton Baldwin. So these aren't as controversial. It's just two controversial ones is Hillary Clinton and our favorite Jew, George Soros. Our favorite. He's one of our favorites. And yeah, so people are all mad about that. Not much to talk about there. Damn, it's slow. But, you know, there's going to be a lot of days in the next 16 days that I'm streaming that are going to be like this, where there's not much to talk about. So, yeah, just going to have to try not to lose my mind, guys. Try not to lose my try not to lose my mind while doing this podcast. Now I know what it feels like to be Nick Fuentes. I get it now. You know, maybe you should donate. Maybe you donate a super chat. Be my second super chatter of all time. Maybe that'll make me go a little less crazy. Actually, no. If from watching Nick Fuentes' show, it's the super chats that do make him go crazy. He always is roasting them. So I'll probably make me go a little crazy too. Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal anyway. That's the goal. Okay, two worst religions are Judaism and Islam. That kind of look like me with glasses. Yo. Wait, hold up. Is that me? That kind of looks like me. I'm not going to lie. Just a little bit. It looks a little bit like me. In Hinduism, they suck ass and eat shit. That's not going to get promoted. That's that's not gonna. You gotta say Hindus suck blow flowers and eat cake. Otherwise, you ain't gonna get promoted. Here, and I'll link him my podcast. How about that? We'll link him the pod. See if he tunes in. Let's see. Okay. Come on now. Put the fucking picture. There we go. Let's go. Let's see if this guy can... Let's see if we can get some big content creator to repost the stream. If I'm gonna stream for the next 16 days, I gotta get my viewership up. The most viewers I've ever had was like 22. We gotta get my average concurrent viewer count to 100. That's the goal now. 100 concurrent viewers. That's the goal. Okay. Let's check ground news. Let's see. What do we got to talk about here? Ground news. Hamas releases video of Israeli hostage Larry Albag in Gaza. Okay. Interesting. Thousands protest against Slovakian, sorry to my Eastern European fans, Slovakian Prime Minister over pro-Moscow stance. What do you say? What do you say? Let's see. This is kind of interesting. Oh, it's in some foreign piece of shit language. Okay. Translate that. The protest held in front of the government headquarters was condemned by the Citizens Initiative for Ukraine, which advocates for the delivery of weapons to Kyiv. The organized. Why do we have to give weapons to foreign countries? Why? How close is Slovakia to Ukraine? What's going on here? Where's Slovakia? Why do you want your government to give their property to other countries? Why? So you're close. Kyiv's all the way over here. Why? The war is all the way over here. Russia's gonna take over Ukraine and then invade them. No, they're not. Stop lying. We are Europe. They're saying move to Moscow. That's crazy. Okay. The organizers of the action accused the left-wing nationalist prime minister and his coalition partners of the right-wing populists of directing Slovakia's policy towards a pro-Russian course. Vice recently clashed with the Ukrainian president as Zelensky as Ukraine halted gas transit from Russia to Slovakia and other European countries. They halted it? Slovakia, a member of the European Union, is more dependent on Russian gas than other European countries. Prime Minister for 10 years. He halted arms deliveries from... Oh, so wait. Then he was justified. You're telling me that Ukraine stopped them from getting their gas they need and they rely on it, and then they're still supposed to give Ukraine all their money and weapons? What the hell is going on? Yeah, let Russia send the gas to Slovakia that they're buying, and then you can send the guns. But that's not a fair trade. That's the most retarded thing I've ever seen. What a shitty article. What a shitty news story. Okay, let's see if we can find something better to talk about on this boring ass day. New Orleans attack came as officials warned of an escalating threat of international terror. I already talked about this on my shows, my last two shows. I don't want to talk about the New Orleans attack anymore. Mike Johnson narrowly re-elected House Speaker on first ballot. Let's talk about that. So yeah, that's what I heard. Apparently he got 216 votes. He was narrowly re-elected as the House Speaker, and Mike Johnson's a little faggot, honestly. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be real here. Mike Johnson, he is a rhino and a half. So, yeah. Let's see. Let's take a look at this. Which Republicans gave Mike Johnson the cold shoulder? Because, yeah, I think he was struggling at first. I recall he was actually struggling a little bit at first, and it looked like he might not win. Let's see what this article's got to say. The vote should have been a straightforward endorsement of the majority party's leader. Several Republicans initially refused to toe the line. Thomas Massey openly defied Johnson, casting his vote for Majority Whip Thomas Emmer. Instead, earlier, Massey bravely declared, "You can pull all my fingernails out. You can shove bamboo up in them. You can start cutting off my fingers. I am not voting for Mike Johnson tomorrow, and you can take that to the bank." Okay, I see you, I can see you, Thomas Massey. We see you. Others like Ralph Norman, Keith Self, Andy Biggs, Andrew Clyde, Michael Cloud, Paul Gosar, Andy Harris, Chip Roy chose to skip their votes too, adding to the suspense. Trump needed a compliant speaker to champion his cause after weeks of Oh my God. Oh, we're just going to flip-flop. We're going to support this guy who's who's pro-war. We're gonna just support neocons because Trump tells us to. We're gonna support people who want to send the young voters, who want to send the young men to go die in wars in other countries. Not for this country. It's not like we're gonna get invaded on the East Coast. We're not gonna die for the American United States of America. We're gonna die for Israel. We're gonna die for Ukraine. We're gonna send all of our tax dollars to these countries, and this is great now. Let's go. Oh my God. Mike Johnson, gotta give it to you. Let's go. We're cooked. Trump said he's okay, so the MAGAs agreed. Oh my God. That just proves that this is a cult. Like, the MAGA-tards will just they'll do anything Trump says. Remember QAnon, guys? Remember QAnon? That was funny. That was interesting when we had the QAnon stuff going on. Okay. Let's see what Mike Johnson had to say. Thank you, President Trump. This is not on Blue Sky, is it? Okay. Thank you, President Trump. I'm honored and humbled by your support as always. Together, we will quickly deliver on your America First agenda and usher in the new golden age of America. The American people demand and deserve that we waste no time. Yeah. All 7 swing states, 312 electoral college votes, and the popular vote. Okay. Good on Trump for still calling out the large-scale voter fraud in numerous places, including California. Votes are still being counted? No. Is that real? California 2024 election. Let's see if that's real. If it's really still it's still really being counted. That's a new low. Live results. Okay, it says 99% of the expected vote in. So what are you talking about? And damn, 6 million people in California voted for Trump. Let's see what Sonoma County. 71? God damn it. About Nevada. Okay, oh damn it, it doesn't let me just click on it. About Orange County. Oh. Okay, Orange County, Trump won Orange County. What happened? Now he didn't. Whatever. I guess they just let in too many beaners. The beaners took over Orange County and they all voted for Kamala Harris, I guess. Great. Good job. What about Nevada? Let's see what the margins over here are. Nevada 2024 election. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, look at that. So they changed it. Washoe County. What? Dude, last time I looked, it was Washoe County was won by Trump, but I guess they counted more votes. Wow. What a fraud. What a joke. Look at Vegas, 50-4. What a joke. What a scam. Yeah, and they stole the race from Sam Brown. Sam Brown was a certified W. You're telling me that that Sam Brown, that Jackie Rosen, the epitome of boomers, the lamest candidate ever, like, won. The most annoying boomer piece of shit won. Why would Sam Brown only get 677,000 votes if Trump got 751,000? Like, Jackie Rosen, she fucking sucks. She's got fucking garbage politician. We don't even need to talk about Jackie Rosen. She's just a disgrace. Absolute garbage. Okay, what else do we have to talk about? Okay, I guess we'll just look at this. See what else is going on not about Mike Johnson, Ground News. Some USPS workers are stealing mail. That's always been a thing. When was that not a bill? What is this? Ohio governor signs bill to charge public for police footage? What are you talking about? Why would you get charged for that, for police footage? Signed a new measure into law earlier this week that permits police departments to charge the public to release camera footage from its officers, including dash, body, or surveillance. Okay. No law enforcement agency should ever have to choose between diverting resources for officers on the street to move them to administrative tasks like lengthy video redaction reviews for which agencies receive no compensation. And this is essentially so for when the requester of the video is a private company seeking to make money off of those videos. DeWine said in a statement. Okay. Interesting. Governments will be allowed to charge as much as $75 an hour or a maximum total of $750 per request, according to reports. Ugh. That's so weird. Why should they? That should be free, right? I mean, the cops are supposed to work for us, right? The cops, they say, protect and serve our communities. You serve me. So why do I have to pay you to give me evidence in my criminal case? If I want to prove something with your footage, I have to pay. This just seems like another way to money grab. This seems like a way for them to increase their money extraction from poor people. Because that's really that's what legal, like, the tickets are. It's just a way to extract money from poor people. Fuck speeding tickets. Thankfully, I've never gotten one. Thankfully, because if I did, I would get massive insurance charges and a bunch of other nonsense. So thankfully, we're still good. So yeah, I think I'm going to wrap it up here. Pretty much. Pretty good stream. Make sure you guys tune in tomorrow. We'll be talking about whatever the news is tomorrow. And it's going to be like this for the next 16 days until the return of Nick Fuentes, until the inauguration of Trump. We'll do a nice little inauguration stream. It should be fun. Should be very fun. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you're there tomorrow. You're live at 6 p.m. Pacific time. Sorry, the easiest way to say it is California time. I'll be live tomorrow, 6 p.m. California time. So make sure you tune in. Have a good one.